So I think we are on day 25 now, and it's kind of crazy how things work, right? So now that I know that I have a plan, and now that I know that I'm executing the plan, and it's just a matter of time until the plan happens, it's like I'm getting filled with so much anxiety. Like, I'm so anxious, I'm so nervous, I'm so worried. I want things to just work out and for everything to run smoothly, and no hiccups, no nothing. I'm just trying to have a clean little 25 days left, clean little whatever month, quarter of a month left, and I just be on my way. But my body's so used to me chasing dopamine, and my mind's so used to me going to search for things like outside of myself. But because this is probably the most internal I've ever been. It's the most selfish internal I've ever been. I think it's going on 3 or 4 weeks that I haven't talked to my ex-girlfriend, and that's the longest we've ever not talked in a month, right? And I mean, not a month, in years. So my body's noticing that, right? Not chasing the constant dopamine, or chasing the constant chaos, or not having any constant chaos in your life. It's almost strange that there's peace and quiet, you have peace and quiet. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not on here to bash my ex-girlfriend. It's just that's been a big part of my life over these last few years. It's just having girlfriends, having relationships, and those relationships eventually end, and then you're just kind of left with a lot of questions, a lot of unanswered questions that you'll never ever probably get the answer to. And so I'm just trying my best to just ignore all the major dopamine spikes. I don't really scroll on dating apps. I try not to be on Instagram, because if I'm on Instagram, I feel like I'm just gonna try to see what my ex-girlfriend's up to, right? See if she's talking to somebody else, or see if she's fucking somebody else. And those things don't even really matter for real. You should be worried about yourself. That's why I ultimately made the decision that, okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work for me anymore, because I felt like I needed time to myself to get where I was gonna go. And I don't know, I just feel like I took a chance on myself. I bet on myself, feeling like this person was holding me back. So now I have to progress in life to make sure that I made the right decision. I'm not saying that it was her fault, but if I can't come to terms that, I need to be better, that I need to be a better version of myself to get where I want, and I can't do that in a space of others, then okay, now that I'm alone, now that I'm not in the space of others, if I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing, how could I ever blame that on anybody else? And I'm still not trying to blame that on anybody else. I just know that myself personally, I need space and I need time, because I've never given that shit to myself. And I have unlimited time, right? I have no kids. So every time I make money, every time I get money, I just have to completely worry about myself. And that is a very, very high advantage in today's economy and today's society. So I have to figure that shit the fuck out. Honestly, I have to figure it the fuck out. Me being nervous, me being anxious is fine. Me missing my ex is fine. Me feeling all these emotions is fine. But at the end of the day, I have to figure it out. Because when I do figure it out, and I start aligning with the shit that I figured out, then I think that my life is really going to change for the better. But if I keep taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, nothing's ever going to change. I'm just going to remain the same guy. And then 2 years pass, 3 years pass, 4 years pass, 5 years pass. I'm 40 years old. I have no wife, no children, and I'm just some confused man. I don't want to live like that. While I'm young, while I got the energy, while I got the, the want to, I need to be figuring it out right now. Because these next few months is very pivotal for how my next year is going to go. And then my next year is very pivotal for how my next 5 years is going to go. So what I'm doing now is a domino effect into how my life is going to be. And it's always like that, whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing. And I'm just trying to make sure that it is overly positive. So if I'm bored, I'm bored. If I want to go chase losses with sports betting or try to blow my bankroll on something that I'm knowing is a lock or whatever, then I'm just gonna keep remaining exactly where I am. But if I just say stop all that shit, bro, and train my brain to be like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna do this no matter what, and then do it every single day. My mind is going to remind me every day that this is something that I should be doing. It's like eating bad food. Like if you eat bad food every day, your mind is going to crave that bad food. Your body is going to crave that bad food. But if you're eating good food every day, no bad food, you ain't touch a piece of sugar in a couple months, your mind's not going to say, hey, yeah, let's go run to the fridge and grab the ice cream. Like, no, your mind's going to say, hey, let's run to the fridge and go grab the apple when you're hungry. You know, so the decisions that I'm making now is just going to stack my days all the way up until it's time for me to get to Phoenix. And then when I get to Phoenix, I just got to keep stacking all this momentum that I've built now. Because now I'm in a spot where I've told myself that I've trained my brain to tell myself that this is the spot where I'm going to grow. This is the spot where I'm going to be the best version of myself. And no matter how long it takes, no matter what I need to do, I'm going to do it so I can be the best version of myself, stay on the west side of the country, and figure my life out from here. And I keep telling myself that. So the only way it's going to hold true is if I just do shit here now. So when I get to Phoenix, it's natural. It's not something I'm trying to force in. I'm not going to be trying to figure it out while I'm there. I want to figure it out right now, while I'm in my sister's room, while I'm alone every day, while I'm sad, going to sleep, doing this, whatever. Whatever I'm doing now is just going to make me the version of myself when I get to Phoenix. I already want to be that version of myself when I get to Phoenix, or at least a little bit, or at least my brain knows that I'm headed towards that. Like I haven't had no slip ups, I haven't done no fuck ups. They're gonna happen, but I haven't had any intentionally. I've been trying to make all the right decisions. I have been making all the right decisions. I haven't just been talking about it, I've been being about it. And I'm assuming once I finally get to Phoenix, after all this momentum that I've built, because I'm trying to build the schedule now. Like this is the schedule that I'm going to be operating on when I get to Phoenix. I wake up in the morning and gym, and then I come back, laptop, work, just work, laptop, work. Hopefully I have a job out there, so I work that job, and then once I get off that job, I get right back to the laptop, right back to the work, go to sleep, eat well, whatever, and then just do that shit over and over again for however long I need to, until I feel myself starting to stack momentum, starting to stack wins, starting to stack this. And then I might want to invite somebody into my life, or then I might want to go hang out or go to a club or take a nice girl to a dinner or something like that. But until I'm at that point where I've stacked enough consistent days on my own by myself, I can't really be fucking with nobody. Because it's just gonna, it's 3 steps forward, 4 steps back. That's all it's gonna be. And I can't keep running that same race over and over again, running in the hamster wheel over and over again until life has completely passed me by. I look in the mirror, I'm a middle-aged old man, and I don't have anything to show for it. I don't want to live that life. I will not live that life. The life I'm going to live is going to be very nice. It's going to be very refreshing. It's going to be very rewarding. I'm going to have a nice wife. I'm going to have nice kids. But right now, it's just me. Because I don't have anybody else to worry about but myself. And nobody out here in the world is worried about me like that. Because everybody has their own shit going on. So, 25 days. I feel like I'm getting a little more confident when I talk. Now, is everybody noticing? Right? This video is almost 10 minutes long. So I know starting to know what to say. I'm starting to see improvement. It's my 4th day doing this shit, so I'm gonna keep figuring it out. All right, 25 more days.